This is show 78 of the real estate rant that we've done. We started in May of 2013, and we've only had 5 realtors on the show.
Wow.
So you,
Yeah.
you guys will make number 8 out of the 78.
Wow.
Yeah, the show is really based on the industry and what backs the industry. But you guys actually do something a little different, so it's okay to have you on the show. Just kidding.
As usual, women up the average.
Yeah, there you go. You know, and oddly enough, I'm in the presence of 4 of them right now as we speak. So
So you better watch out, Alex.
Why don't we start with Angie? Angie, what is your take on that?
Well, okay, so do you need a licensed contractor? First of all, if you're the seller, it is your choice to do what you want to do. You take on all that liability, right? Having said that, as a realtor, I always suggest that my clients utilize licensed contractors. And the reason I have them do that is simply because a licensed contractor is going to back the work that they do. And they're not going to leave my client with exposure for liability. And that's what we're supposed to do, is protect our clients. And so to do that, we utilize licensed contractors.
All right. So we have 1 thumbs up for licensed contractors.
Yes.
Ms. Tracy, what do you say?
Yes, sir. I agree with that. And I want to say also, Alex, that you said you'd never heard of Women's Council Realtors, but after today, you'll never forget us.
Absolutely not. You know, I'll be honest, it wasn't today. It was actually when we first met a couple weeks back. So
That's
so
right.
absolutely very interesting conversations that we had putting the outline together.
Yes.
And there was, I guess, a couple things that showed up there that maybe shouldn't have, right? But
We don't know where you got those questions.
you know, I don't know. Maybe the coffee was a little strong that day. I don't know. But anyway, make a long story short, about contractors, what is your take on that?
I think that I completely concur with Angie. It's a really good idea to have a licensed contractor. Not only will they have the insurance that's necessary to back up, you know, if somebody was injured or hurt, but I rest easier knowing that they know what they're doing. They've gone through the right training and testing and whatnot. So anybody can be a handyman, but you just want to make sure you have that professional touch to it. So
But let me ask you a question though too, Alex. I mean, I would think too, as a realtor, there is people that do use handymans as well too. Am I correct?
That is correct.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can be licensed as well, but
Wow.
handymen typically are, you know, your Joe inner town repair guy, right?
Right.
You know, that's typically what you see. Jamie, what do you think?
With regard to handyman or
Yeah.
with regard to contractor?
Not
Contractor.
non-licensed contractor.
Well, I have to concur with the ladies to my right. They are absolutely correct. I agree with everything they said, so ditto.
All right, ditto. Lisa, what do you think? What do you say about that?
No, I totally agree. You know, having my own home, I definitely would use a licensed contractor. I just had a big leak in my home. I actually had a gas leak as well too, and
Well, that was recently, wasn't it?
yes, it was recently, and I definitely
Because
used a
you look
licensed-
tired over that. As a matter of fact.
Well, when you're taking a cold shower for about 4 days, yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, it was. They turned off my gas.
Here I thought you were hungover. You know? All right. Well, we're taking stabs at Lisa today. Well, Alonso's not here. What can we say?
No,
you
I
know?
know.
So,
That's okay. Alonso's not
yeah.
here, right?
So, ladies, you know, it is a matter of opinion as in terms of whether or not you're going to use a licensed contractor. But if I can just kind of throw this on the table, because I hear this a lot, and you ladies probably hear a lot of this as well. When a client comes to me, a lot of times they'll talk to me and say, "I got ripped off by the contractor." I mean, how many times have we heard that before? Where a contractor comes in, takes their money, licensed or not, and they don't do the work. Right. And so I think what's important, if I'm just kind of exuberating the question a little bit, if you will, that when you're looking at doing a job on a piece of property, I think it's important, if you're going to use a contractor, licensed or not, that you look them up.
Absolutely.
Right. You
Yeah.
have to look them up, because
Absolutely.
if there's complaints that are filed against this individual, or if there's any kind of lawsuit or anything going on, it'll probably show up.
Right.
Right. So that's just my take on it.
And also too, I would think that it'd be is getting a referral.
Absolutely.
You know, other people that have used those licensed contractors to see how they do business.
Yes.
And that's the benefit of working with a professional realtor, because realtors have relationships with licensed contractors who they're used to working with.
Right.
So any of my clients that come to me, I'm going to refer licensed contractors that have done work with me and my clients before. So these are people I know I can trust. I know they're going to do a good job. I wouldn't give their name out if I didn't know they can do what they can do.
Yeah.
So when you're in relationship with a good realtor, you're in good hands.
High five to Angie there, right?
I like it. I
High five
like
to Angie,
it.
okay. The other part of it too is that a licensed contractor can just as easily lose their license because of shoddy work, because of not doing work without paying, that kind of thing. So these are all things that I think as a consumer you could look into any individual that happens to be working on your property, licensed or not, right?
Absolutely.
Now, in terms of licensing, and again, I'll exuberate again. The city requires any kind of work that's being done. The city requires permits on those things. You can do owner builder, and the person doesn't have to be licensed. But it's whether or not, and I think Angie kind of touched on this a little bit, whether or not the kind of work that you are having done is going to meet your tolerances and your needs, right?
Right.
Because I've seen some shoddy work.
Well, and if you don't have somebody that's licensed that has the risk of losing that license, you get what you pay for. So you may be paying a premium price for something that a year down the line you realize, say, paint job or glazing your concrete, that wears off and it shouldn't have. Well, you have no recourse at that point because you use somebody that wasn't licensed.
Exactly,
So-
exactly. So what else do we get, Miss Lisa?
Well, my other question here that I have is why are realtors insisting that a double wide manufactured home is mobile? Mobile stops refinancing.
Boy, refinance a mobile home. Can you imagine?
cannot do that,
What are you
no.
gonna get? $50? Okay, I'm joking.
Cash
All you
out
all you
refund.
manufactured mobile home folks, I'm just kidding around. I don't know. Should we go around the room again? What do you think?
Yes.
Angie, we need to take
Oh,
that one.
All of our vast
You-
Isn't there a
experience
song that says
with-
something about being a double wide or
Can't-
something like that?
All about that bass.
That's all about that bass. I'm all about that bass.
Hey, Mr. Pantalones, you're not on point today, my friend. I'm sorry. You had a perfect opportunity there. He looks very serious today, I must say.
I know,
My
he
engineer's
does.
my engineer's having a bad day. Hey, Arvin, rainbows and flowers to you, my friend, and unicorns. There you go. So anyway, Angie taps out on that question.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tracy?
I'm
What
going
about?
to follow suit. I don't have a whole lot of experience with double white.
Right
so,
on. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
I'm
tap
sorry,
out.
I can't help you either.
Jamie's on there too. Lisa,
We clearly
anything?
don't do the double wide
I
situation.
have
over
to
here.
hear the take on the title side of manufactured homes.
Is there?
I mean, I have a pink slip for my car.
No, you have to go through the DMV.
DMV.
Yeah.
The
DMV,
DMV is
okay.
what classifies it.
Okay, I happen to have some experience in this
Oh,
area.
well,
Okay.
And
God.
enlighten us.
Someone deals with
Wow.
double
Yeah.
Tell
wide.
us.
Okay. In terms of the question, why does a realtor call a double wide a mobile home? Well, it really has to do with a permanent foundation, whether or not the property has an axle. Okay. The other part of it is that a manufactured home typically when it's placed on the property, it really depends on whether or not you own the land, because it's the separation between the land and the improvement, right? So there's a company called NADA, and I don't know what the acronym stands for. It's NADA. It's kind of like Blue Book for cars. That's how they value those homes, right? So
Wow.
whether or not you have a mobile home, meaning that it can be lifted off the foundation and moved, mainly because you don't own the land, it's
Right.
leased, right? That's questionable now whether it's mobile, right?
Right.
But what are we really talking about? Whether or not the property falls under a DMV vehicle classification or as real property as we know it as realtors, right? So I think as realtors we should stay away from that word. That's just my take on it.
I agree.
Stay away from the word mobile because it's questionable. It becomes a questionable, right? A questionable question. I like that.
Well, and I'm sure there is, real estate agents that just, specify and that's all they sell is mobile homes. Like how there's escrow officers, that's all they do is do mobile.
Yeah, absolutely, and usually that has to do with the site, the
Yes.
mobile home
Right.
sites, right? The project, but typically the management that's on site will sell those plots in terms of each individual space, but those mobile homes are usually on an axle, right? What they talked about there was a manufactured home,
Manufacturing home.
Right.
so it becomes questionable at that point.
Well, we'll be right back. Don't touch that mouse.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more real estate rant.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates. advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion.
Never compromising integrity for mass production.
Number one tequila delivers the goods.
Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle.
We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AGR and Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AGR and Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español. Live from the Rant Radio Network,
You're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis.
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat.
Is that better?
And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant, here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, my co-host, Miss Lisa Lombardi from Chicago Title. How are you, young lady?
I'm doing great.
All righty then. Give us a call at 556934897. You can also email us at realestaterantradio@gmail.com. We won't get to your emails here on the show live, but we will subsequently get to them at future shows. Miss Lisa will read them off, and we'll try to take a stab at them here. Actually, a lot of good answers today. In-house today, we have Women's Council of Realtors, Tracy Sturham, Jamie Saltman, and Angie Simpson. And Tracy is the current president. Jamie is, I believe, she's the secretary. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. And Miss Angie is the past president. So we'll get into a debate here real quick. No, I'm just
Jamie's
kidding.
been past
We've
president as
actually
well,
all
too.
been past
Yeah,
presidents.
all
Yes.
okay, well,
We've all been past
So
presidents.
I take it back. Maybe we will get into a debate. I don't know. So anyway, let's throw up the design deal number 2 there, Mr. Pantalones. If you get this particular design, you can win a $25 gift card to Stevens Steakhouse, located in the City of Commerce, compliments of Eddie Tafoya and the Commerce Industrial Council. If you happen to get what kind of property this is or what kind of house this is, you can cheat on Wikipedia as well. And oddly enough, this is a play with words. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Pantalones is flipping through them there. Give us a call at 855-693-4897. You can win that $25 gift card. So, why don't we do the trivia question?
Okay.
Just real quick.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be asking this question. What is the 10 most dangerous places in California?
Whoa.
I know these are cities.
Yes.
They're cities?
They're cities in California.
10 most dangerous. My goodness. I don't know. Angie, take a stab at that one.
Well, that's always a loaded question to me because it's the city I live in when my husband pisses me off. That's going to be a dangerous city to live in. I'm just saying.
Not Mike. Not Mike.
He's never in
that
trouble.
that guy is a
No.
sweetheart. I got to tell you. We had him on the show a few weeks ago, and he's a unique individual. That gentleman.
I got to say, he's a keeper.
He is. He's
Yeah.
definitely.
He is.
Yes, he definitely is a very diplomatic individual, I might say. Tracy, what about yourself?
Yeah, how can he ever get in trouble? He's very different.
Yeah.
Stop it. He's going to utilize this later on.
We're
He
gonna
gets
have some
himself
bone
in
shooting out his
trouble.
closet right
Yeah.
now.
To Michael. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna take a stab and go with somewhere in Northern California. How about oh goodness, Sacramento.
Sacramento, is that on the list, Lisa?
Gosh, I'm from Sacramento. What's going on there?
All right.
No, actually,
It's not on the
Sacramento.
list.
All right.
Put my glasses on here and no.
Okay, it's not on the list. So Sacramento, our state capital, is not on the list of the top 10
That's a
most
good
dangerous.
I
thing.
guess that's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be going there soon.
Tracy.
I am
You are
close.
close.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
So
give you that
somewhere
little
somewhere in the
hint.
Bay Area, I
All
think.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Take a stab at that,
Come
Jamie. What do you
on.
think?
How about Oakland?
Yeah.
Okay. Ding
Ding,
ding
ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding. There we go.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, so what number is that on the list?
That is number 3.
Number 3 on the list. Okay, so you're
Wow.
up,
there, lady.
top 5 there. What do you know about that? Okay, so
Wow.
I'm gonna say Stockton.
Yep.
Is Stockton
Yeah.
on the list?
Oh, actually, you know what? Stockton's number 3 and Oakland's number 2.
Oh, so
wow.
Jamie
Beat
still
ya.
beat me on that one. Okay.
That's all. No.
All right, all right.
And
So
I don't know if any of us heard of number 1, but go ahead. We're gonna let you guys guess one more.
well, Lisa, you go ahead and guess. Well, you're
She's
looking
looking
at the
at
list.
that.
Look at that. Give me that. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
I'm the
Um,
one who got this here.
Right
so,
on, right on.
But what one right here in Southern California?
South Central.
No.
It's now not correct to say South Central. Did you know that?
Really? I didn't
What-
know
what
that.
is-
It has
what
to
is-
be South LA.
South
South
LA.
LA.
South Los
South
Angeles.
Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
South
Because
Los
saying
Angeles.
South Central is derogatory.
Really?
Oh.
So you've been schooled
Oh,
now.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Yes.
schooling me.
Well, the politically
you.
correct term for
I will
South
not make
Central
that
Los
mistake
Angeles.
South
again.
Los Angeles.
All right, but it's not on the list.
No, it's not.
Wow.
And we don't have a COMPTON in there either? Compton?
Nope.
Straight
nope.
out.
Compton's not
Straight
in
out of
there.
Compton.
No.
See, Boys in the Hood was
No.
wrong.
Wow.
They were
Right,
wrong.
look at that.
Wow.
All right.
You have another guess, Jamie?
Another guess?
In
I'm
Southern-
going with Wilmington.
No.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually.
Wow.
Wow.
East
I'm
side,
gonna
East
let
side,
you-
we must.
I
Well, I'm
grew
gonna
up
let you
there.
guess, Alex. One
Okay,
more.
okay. I'm going to say,
Yeah, drum roll.
my goodness. What was the question again? What was it? Okay,
You've been there.
read
We
it
both-
again.
yeah, both of us have been there actually together.
We've been
Hmm.
Santa Ana.
No, not Santa Ana. I'm gonna tell you now.
I don't.
It's LA County. That's what I'll give you. It's LA County.
Lancaster.
No.
Okay,
Can I tell you guys?
Yeah.
Please.
City of Commerce.
Commerce. You're kidding me.
Really?
Hey,
Interesting.
isn't that where Eddie Tafoya comes from? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's a $25 gift card.
Yeah.
I guess it's worth it, right? Go out there and hold on to your keys,
And,
So
Just to kind of let you know, number 4 was San Bernardino.
Oh.
Yeah, and number 1 was Emeraldville. I don't even know.
Emerald?
Emerald, yeah, I've never heard of it.
heard of it.
No.
So
I think it's
never heard of it.
Antioch County, maybe. I'm not
no,
sure.
I've never
I'm not
even
sure
heard
about
of
the county
it.
on that.
So I'm not sure. And then we have San Paulo, and then Richmond, Merced, and Modesto, and the city of Clear Lake.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, I entered some of
Mhm.
those anyway, but
Think I got any of
but
this.
that's
Yeah.
probably why, because we don't live there, right?
That's
So
right.
We did really good. We got the first top 5.
we're,
right?
we're in the
You're
top
right,
5,
you're right.
Hey,
ladies.
I'm always in the city of Commerce. I don't really think it's bad at all. I'm always there.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure and give you a lollipop too on the way out.
You know.
Yeah, ladies, lollipop on the way out.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right,
all
cool.
right.
Great.
All right, so in-house today, again, we have Women's Council of Realtors, and a very interesting story that we had the other day, putting an outline together. So who shall we start with? Tracy? I don't know.
Sure.
You look like you're thinking already
El
what you want to say.
presidente.
Do you're the current president of Women's Council of Realtors.
I am.
All
And
right.
she was a past president as well, too.
Past president as well. So
Right.
okay.
And just to clarify, we are Women's Council Realtors Long Beach.
Oh, the
So
Long
Beach
we
chapter.
do have
Okay.
Yes.
California.
And I
and
believe Mr. Pantalones has an image of their. Let's see if you can pop it up
see.
there real quick. But just a real quick introduction, Tracy. How did you get into real estate? How did you get in the logo for the Women's Council? How did you get into real estate and how did you end up here now with the Women's Council?
All right. So
There we
I
go.
got into real estate because my father was a very successful broker. And so I just kind of grew up going to open houses and after church on Sunday. And so I really developed an interest in homes. But then I took the long way around because I was a theater major in college and just didn't really want to do what Dad wanted me to do until about maybe 16, 17 years ago when I was like, oh, I love this. I love people. I love houses. So it kind of was a fit. And then because of just being in real estate, I went to a Women's Council meeting, was asked to be on a nominating committee. And at this particular meeting, Jamie's mother-in-law, Precious Shirley Saltman, may she rest in peace, says, Stacy, you should be president. That's the truth. And so Stacy, I am not, I am Tracy, but there you have it. So that's how it kind of got started. And I've had amazing mentors through the whole experience. Took some time off to get married and have a couple babies, and now I'm back. So it's exciting, and we're excited about what we have to offer our realtors in our area.
What about you, Angie? What got you into real estate?
You know, I swore I would never go into real estate. My husband's been in real estate for years. I was a corporate woman for many years, but when I transitioned and had a child, I needed more flexibility in my life, and I decided to get into real estate. At the time, my husband was opening up his own brokerage. And quite frankly, Women's Council, if you're a realtor in Long Beach, Women's Council of Realtors is the place to be. It is where all productive realtors go to get education and a network so you can learn who are the other productive realtors in the community. So I naturally started to attend Women's Council of Realtor events and found quickly that all the productive realtors were there. Got very much, I was impressed by that. I immediately got involved and started participating on committees. And before I turned my back, I think I went to the bathroom, and the next thing you know, my name was on a nominating list, and I was in leadership ever since. So I've loved it.
Right on, right on. Jamie, what about yourself?
Sort of a similar story to Tracy. I was in retail management, and I needed a new career. And my mother-in-law, who Tracy already mentioned, had been in the business for a very long time, and I was looking for a new career. It looked so fabulous. She was so successful at it, and so I got my license, got involved, and about 4 years after I got my license, I became involved in the local Long Beach Women's Council group, and that's how it started for me.
Nice, nice. So, what are you guys doing now? You guys are all realtors, right?
Yes.
And might I add that there is a difference between a real estate agent and a realtor.
Yes.
Yes,
Can,
there is.
can, you- can you
There
guys,
is?
Absolutely.
yeah, can you guys expand
Please
on that a little bit?
Who wants to take that on?
Jamie.
Well, we are all members of our local, state, and national organization, and when you pay those dues, you are a realtor.
I see. You become a member of the National Association of Realtors,
That's
right?
correct.
And which is a different entity altogether. And actually, they have a higher standard.
Yes.
Absolutely.
then-
We have a code of ethics that
Yeah,
we
the
adhere
code
to.
of ethics
Absolutely.
and a higher standard that real estate agents don't necessarily have to follow, right? Which
Correct.
a lot of
Right.
times we're put in front of that. So do you have to be a realtor? Because I noticed in the name is realtor of Women's Council of Realtors. Do you have to be a realtor in order to join the organization?
Yes, we would encourage that. Absolutely. You do need to be a member of the National Association of Realtors. Therefore, it does make you a realtor, and therefore, now you can be an affiliate as well. So you don't necessarily only have to be a realtor, but you can also be an affiliate, such as Lisa in
Oh.
a title company, lender, those kinds of.
So when you say affiliate, you're talking about the real estate industry, but not necessarily a realtor, but somebody in the industry.
That's correct.
Title would be one of those, right, Lisa?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right.
But
They're
we think-
actually what we call, I'm sorry,
That's
Lisa.
what- go ahead.
They're actually what we call strategic partners, because we couldn't do what we do as Women Council of Realtors without our strategic partners. They help us put on events, bring in speakers and education that help really lift the professionalism of Women's Council. So yes, it's a realtor organization, but we work with other co-professionals that are strategic partners in doing doing what we do.
So, if I was a member of the Women's Council, which can I be a member of the Women's Council?
Yes, you can.
Right.
I have an
We'll get you an application
for you.
today.
I mean, I don't cross dress or anything like that, but
No.
We brought you an
You know-
application today.
oh, nice. Okay, I
you
appreciate
brought
that.
up a great point with your comment on the cross-dressing
Dressing,
thing.
yes.
Oh, did I? Okay.
And so if you will allow, I will kind of
Absolutely.
go off topic a little bit.
Please,
now, the
Angie.
title,
Yeah.
Women's Council of Realtors. I get this.
Oh,
Oh,
We'll
I'm
come
sorry.
back to that.
right
Come right
back. Don't.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more real estate rant.
It's one thing to own a business, it's another to promote it. That's why thousands of business owners rely on Monster Marketing Group. Design, print, mail, custom mailers, all for as little as 29 cents delivered. That includes postage. Send to a neighborhood, zip code, or an entire city. With just a simple call, 888-49-MONSTER, you can easily promote your business, sales, events, grand openings, send coupons, and much more.
Your mail delivers in as little as 5 days. No dealing with the mailing list or paperwork. Monster Marketing does all the heavy lifting. Get started now by calling 888-49-MONSTER or go to monsterng.com.
Monster Marketing Group, we deliver, we give you results, we can prove it.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
It's hot out here. I need a drink. Have a mucho macho michelada.
What's a michelada?
Michelada is a Mexican Bloody Mary made with beer. All you have to do is get bucket-sized michelada, open it up, pour it in your favorite beer, and you're good.
What if you don't like beer?
You can use it in lemon lime soda, vodka with lime, or tequila with lemon lime soda.
Sounds delicious. Where do you find it?
You can find it at your favorite store, or you can go to muchomachomichelada.com.
Find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Live from the Rant Radio Network
You're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis.
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back. Here's the Real Estate Rant. Here's the towers of the Rant Radio Network. Alex, Lisa, Angie, Tracy, and Jamie. Oh, look, I got that right.
Good.
Yes. So give us a call at 556-934-897. You can win that $25 gift card. Let's throw up the last design deal for segment number 2, top of the hour, by the way, might I say. What kind of house is this? Is it multiple choice? You can cheat on Wikipedia. You can win that $25 gift card to Steven's Steakhouse. And if I don't know, if nobody calls in, I think Lisa and I will probably go grab a pastrami or something,
let's
right?
do it.
I'm thinking prime rib too, so that's kind of good for that.
I love Steven's Steakhouse.
So,
and you know Steven's Steakhouse is in City of Commerce.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Which was on our list for
Yes,
this
it's
weekend.
on our list.
Dangerous
It's a
city in the
beautiful
state.
restaurant.
So
I love that restaurant.
Where are we sending our guests, our listeners? We're sending them to one of the
Well,
most
I'll
dangerous
tell you,
cities.
Well, if we're sending our guests to Steven's Steakhouse, it's a great place, and they have great salsa too there.
Salsa meaning the dance.
Yes.
Okay, not
yes.
just the
No,
salsa, the
no,
actual salsa.
Yes.
Right on. So before the break, Angie was starting to do a rant.
Yes, she
Right,
was.
She
and
was
we-
doing a rant.
You know, the question was whether or not, because it is called the Women's Council of Realtors. I'm not a woman, okay? So please excuse me, Lisa, for saying this. But I had to ask the question: are men allowed to come onto the organization? And the answer was yes. But Angie, I made a comment. It was a joke. Okay, take it easy now. Okay, Angie, because I'm not your husband. Okay, um, I made a comment about cross dressing. That was just a joke. But you had something to say, so please, you have
Bring
the
it.
You
floor.
have it all.
I was commenting on the fact that while our name is Women's Council of Realtors, we were founded by women. So a little history. Women's Council of Realtors started in 1938. And if you can think back in history with me a minute, close your eyes and think about 1938 and how women were treated in the workplace. When real estate transactions would happen, rather than give women a commission check, they would thank us with a bottle of wine or a bouquet of flowers.
Thank you very much.
No, this is
What's
during the
up with that?
Depression,
This is just 1938,
and
exactly.
and the house was what, like $50?
Doesn't matter what it was. A fair work deserves fair wages.
That's right.
Right on.
So at
Absolutely.
the time, there was the National Association of Realtors, which was all men.
Another
And-
high five for Angie, by the way.
That's
on that.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the men said, you know what, you're right, women, you do deserve equitable pay. You need to form and organize and create your own organization. We will back you as National Association of Realtors. We will back you and support you. Hence the beginnings of Women's Council of Realtors. But when we started, we did allow men into our organization because we have to remember from where we come to know where we're going. So when people say, why don't you change the name? It's no longer 1938, Angie. Why don't you change the name so it doesn't just have women in it? I tell people we remind ourselves of our history because those who don't know their history are doomed to relive it. So we're very proud about Women's Council of Realtors, though we absolutely welcome men and have many men in very high levels of leadership in our organization. But we remember where we come from and the struggle for women to be treated as equal and to be paid equitably. And so that's why it's a very proud title that we carry with Women's Council of Realtors.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, no, right on. Like I said, high five to Angie on that one, for bringing that up, and mainly this is where the organization started. But I'll tell you, I think as men, as realtors, now we're in the minority, because
Correct.
I've had women listing agents that I've bought property with my clients as a selling agent. And I was always at a disadvantage, I'll be honest with you.
And I'll say to the men,
why is my commission lower on this transaction?
and I'll say to the men, bendito pobrecito, because we are not feeling sorry for you.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Angie's racking up the high fives today. Yeah. So anyway,
Love
well said. Any questions, Lisa?
Well, no, I wanted to ask the ladies here. I know that you guys were talking about education. So when it comes to the education, what kind of education are you providing the agents at the organization?
Jamie, would you like to take that one?
Sure. Well, we offer education. We hope that we offer education to our members and other realtors that they can't get anywhere else. So we're working very hard these days on really improving our programs and bringing some really top-notch programs to the area so that our members can attend, get more business information, really learn and get better at running their business and it's all about putting more dollars in their pocket. And so that's really what it's all about.
So how do you do that? You guys have meetings, events, seminars?
We do. We have quarterly business meetings, and I'll let Tracy talk about that because we have a really great program in May coming up that we're focusing on right now.
Yep.
So, Trace?
We have, like Jamie said, 4 quarterly business meetings, and then we do a couple of different things throughout the year. We're actually just getting ready in March to do what we're calling, it used to be lunch and learn, but we've realized that that's kind of old and passe, so we are now calling them business development sessions, and those are a member benefit, free to members to attend. And so we do things like this one will be one of our local real estate attorneys will be doing a refresher course on the new purchase contract, which changed in November. But May 7th, we have a fantastic meeting coming up. We have the mayor of Long Beach, Robert Garcia. We have our city planner, Pat West. We also have Police Chief Luna, and we have a couple of other guest speakers that we are confirming. But they will be coming to bring information about the city, which is so important to our realtor members because that is the information that they need to give back to their clients, to their sellers and their buyers. They want to know about the schools. They want to know about what's going on down at the Pike. There's a whole new renovation thing going down there. So it's an exciting time for us, and we're kind of in some changes with Women's Council as well for our local network, and we do some good things. We also do some fundraising. throughout the year, and we also have fun. We like to have fun.
lot of fun.
You guys
We
do
know
like to
how
have fun.
Good time.
No,
No.
what I was going to ask you, Tracy, too, like what you were saying. I mean, really, I wouldn't think it would be really hard for agents to go see the mayor or the chief of police, and for the city planning. I mean, that is definitely a benefit for the agents
It is.
because then they're more knowledgeable at the homes that they're selling in Long Beach.
Exactly.
Well, and to bring them all together
Together.
in one room, we have fantastic ladies that have helped us with getting those speakers all together in the same room. So we have a great, 3.5 hour meeting where we serve lunch, and we're also co kind of sponsoring that with the Long Beach Commercial Real Estate Group. So they're also going to be part of that. But it's going to be, I think it's just going to be really exciting because I can tell you sitting here, I don't know everything that's going on in my city. So I'm looking forward to it.
Wow. Women's Council of Realtors, that's a national organization,
It is. It
right?
is.
So, any of you know how many chapters there is, or
In the nation,
yeah, in the nation?
Jamie. I
Off the
think-
top of my head, hold on.
Just an idea.
238, I think.
State chapters, there are 238 local chapters.
That's in state of California.
No, throughout the country.
Oh, throughout the country. Okay,
Correct.
I see.
In California, we have 35 local networks, and state chapters we have 24.
Nice.
Wow.
There, Mr.
There's
Pantalones came out of the closet. What do you know about that? we got a little spark of life
like
out there out of
that.
our engineer
I
booth.
like it.
Yes. So, knowing that it's a national organization.
Show me some respect, boy.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So, hey, the dead live. I mean,
woke up, yeah.
So now, being a national organization, knowing that you guys are doing something locally now, you have the local, what'd you say, the police department, local
chief.
local dignitaries, if you will.
Correct.
Do you guys set that up now with your chapter, or does that come from the national level? I mean, how does that happen?
Comes from us.
Us,
We
yeah.
have a board of directors, and we have a task force and committee members, and everybody kind of really. I mean, it's not just us. We are just the three that are here. We've got 50 people behind us that are behind the scenes putting this together. So
Nice.
yeah.
So, what other benefits is there to being a member of the Women's Council?
There are many. I will jump. There are really. You can decide as a member. I just want to attend and get the education. You can decide that. Other people come to us and say, "Well, I want the education and I want to network with other realtors in the community to get known." There's an advantage there. Some people come to us and they want an opportunity to participate and contribute and maybe build their leadership skills. We offer that opportunity for people to learn how to run a board, how to be a board member, how to hold classes. So literally the world is your oyster with Women's Council of Realtors. We try to give you an opportunity to go as big as you want to go or as small as you want.
But
So-
what does that mean? The Wilders are
Is your oyster.
Does that mean you can't swallow it? No,
Well, you could if you want.
Yeah, I
But,
like oysters. Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you, my wife has sat there. I can't swallow it. I can't swallow it.
Can't touch that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you really can.
No
So,
pun intended,
yeah.
because she's probably listening right now. So.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think the city of La Habra is gonna be the most dangerous. Tonight. Yeah. But I'm sorry, Angie, you were saying.
So I was just saying that, we have realtors that'll come to us with varying needs. Some want to give back on a very small level. Others are very much interested in participating and building their leadership skills and maybe moving up in leadership. So you can participate at a local level. As Jamie said, we're Women's Council of Realtor Long Beach. We have a state chapter as well. You can participate at a state level. And then there's also national opportunities for you to share your leadership journey, if you will, and grow your skills and networking along the way.
Can I ask you both? I would say all of you ladies. What I know that someone asked you guys to be the president, but I mean to take that role is definitely it's something really big, and you really have to commit, and it definitely takes a lot because it is a voluntary. You volunteer yourself, and not only that, it takes a lot of time from your family, your friends. But what really made you decide, besides someone nominating you or someone telling you about it? I mean, starting with you, Angie. I mean, what wanted you to do that?
I call it servant leadership. Really, when you get to participate in an organization that, in my opinion, gives you so much, I wanted to give back. I have developed fabulous relationships with the ladies across from me right now, including yourself, Lisa, by being in real estate. But when you get so much from an organization, many of us have that servant leadership need to give back. And so for me, it was a natural transition, not just to participate and attend a meeting, but to then take on leadership and share my experience, my growth, my areas of development. I don't think we do any favors by playing ourselves small. I believe we're put on this earth to play ourselves big.
Yeah,
And how you do that
Angie,
is
if
by
I can interrupt there for a second, we have a caller on line 1, Mr. Pantalones, if you will. Thank you for calling Real Estate Rant. How can we help you?
Hello? There we go.
Sounds like they might have hung up. Oh, thank you for calling Real Estate Rant. How can we help you?
Oh, we can't hear
I
him.
can't hear. Okay. So anyway, we are coming up at the end of the third segment, and just a real quick question. Oh, are they on, Mr. Pantalones? Thank you for calling Real Estate Rant. How can we help you?
Yes, I wanted to take the guest on the house.
The guest in the house?
House?
You got 3
Oh,
guests.
I want to take a guest on the house. I want the free Steven Steakhouse ticket.
Oh, okay. Mr. Pantalones, can we throw that back up on the screen there?
Yes, I want to take a guest on the house.
Oh, you want to take a guest on the house? Okay. And I'm sorry, what was your first name, sir? What was your first name?
Hello?
Oh, you didn't win the $25 gift card. Well, anyway, so it sounded like he knew what it was.
Yeah, he was confident.
Well, we'll be right back. Don't touch that mouse.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Real Estate Rant.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotechsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
Live from the Rant Radio Network,
you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we're back here at the Real Estate Rant, here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. Alex, Lisa, Angie, Tracy, and Jamie. Look, I did it again. Look at that. I almost didn't. I'm getting old. I did take my medication today, so I am feeling okay.
Thank you.
Give us a call, 855-693-4897, or you can email us at realestaterantradio@gmail.com. In-house today, we have Women's Council of Realtors, and actually, I will say their information, so it'll be burned into eternity on YouTube. You can reach Tracy, which is the current president of Women's Council of Realtors, Long Beach chapter. You can reach her at 562 area code 688-9861. You can also email her at info@wcrlongbeach.com. That's info@wcrlongbeach.com. Now, also, they have a website. You can go to www.wcr.org, and I'll say that one time because, again, you can rewind that and listen to it again on YouTube. That's the nice thing about recordings nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Let's throw up the answer to the design deal, Mr. Pantalones, if you will. this was a trick question, and what kind of house is this, ladies? Let's see what we got there. Mr. Pantalon's taking his sweet time. Thank you for that. There we go. There's the answer. It was all three of them. Yes.
Tricky.
Does that mean that we go to Steven's Steakhouse?
That
no?
means that nobody gets that $25
Oh,
gift card,
man.
especially the person who called in. It didn't sound familiar to me. It wasn't anybody I knew, so I don't usually give it to those jerks anyway. But this particular home is a prefabricated home, also known as a Lustron house, which was the first manufacturer of prefabricated or manufactured house. Prefabrication or manufactured, I mean, it kind of means the same thing, and they're usually referred to as those things. Now, we did have a question this week about mobile homes. That's probably a fourth answer, which I'd probably stay away from, right? In terms of, now it's getting cold in here.
No, I just don't want to forget my jacket.
Okay, there you go. She's already getting ready to leave. What do you know about that?
Now I want steak. What are you talking about?
Oh, there you go. Right?
I'm heading over to the
Yeah,
steakhouse.
I got the gift cards in the car there. Okay,
There you
let's go.
go.
So anyway, give us a call, 855-693-4897. You can ask a question to myself, Lisa, Angie, Tracy, or Jamie. And you can also win that $25 gift card if you happen to have a good question for them and you happen to remember to ask. Because I had people call and they forget to ask and they hang up. And, well, you snooze, you lose.
That's right.
Right. So we were
don't ask,
talking
you don't
about, and let's get into the crux of what the Women's Council really does. I'm getting a feel now that the Women's Council, it puts together events for realtors, male or female, over the age of 18, I'm assuming. And this organization puts these things together now locally, and whether it be local dignitaries or individuals that will be that are knowledgeable, that care to share that knowledge with other folks. And actually, I think Michael is probably one of those individuals. He does seminars on commercial stuff, right? And we had him on the show a few weeks ago. That was a good show. Let me ask you this: is WCR, and I'll say that acronym now for the last segment, are they a nonprofit organization?
We are a not-for-profit organization.
I said, which is a 501.
C6.
501c6. Okay, and those who don't understand what that is, you can look it up on Google.
Giving them some homework.
Yeah,
today.
there you go. Yeah. Well, because we're coming up on time. So anyway, so you guys being a 501 or not for profit, or not, because we wouldn't necessarily see nonprofit, but not for profit organization. You guys do fundraisers, other networking, benefits, that kind of thing.
Correct.
Any experiences that you guys can share with us on that end?
Well, I can say one that we've had many, but one that I really liked was the talent show that we had. That was a lot of fun because we saw a lot of the agents and affiliates perform, and we saw a lot of talent there.
Yes,
That's
we
awesome.
did.
Yes, and that was kind of fun. I think it was something different. I mean, I know that we've had fashion shows. We've had the Vine to Wine, and you guys can elaborate on a couple more if you like. But I think my favorite, to be honest with you, is probably the fashion show and the talent show for me.
The main reason we do some fundraising is to be able to improve our programming for our members so that we can, put that money back to the membership, paying for speakers, paying for venues, whatever it is, so that we can actually give back to our membership. And it's to send our local officers to state and national meetings to get more information, how to run the local network. So that's really why we do the fundraising. The local network president does have an option to choose a local charity or a charity that they like, that we would give a portion of our proceeds from our fundraising to that organization. And so that's typically how we use our fundraising.
What is your organization right now? What do you guys
Tracy's
Children's Miracle Network this year.
Nice,
wonderful,
nice.
Wonderful.
So, do you guys meet how often now as a local chapter?
We meet quarterly, and then if we totaled it up, we probably are going to meet 8 times this year. We've gone from a transition from having monthly business resource meetings, luncheons, to quarterly live event, more or less, type things that are also luncheons, but where we pack in a lot of information, because realtors, especially the ones that we draw to our organization, are busy. Our job is to, facilitate our clients buying and selling property. So it's good that we had set time aside so that we can not only network but be educated, but it's important that we don't spend too much time hanging out together, because then we're not doing our job. So we meet quarterly. For those meetings, we have a couple of smaller business development sessions to kind of hone our skills. And then again, we do a couple of different fundraisers, fun things that our community, even people that aren't members, they look forward to every year. We always have a lot of fun.
Right on. Now, as president, secretary, so I'm assuming that there's a board involved.
There is.
You have a group of individuals.
Yep, there is. And actually, I'm the secretary treasurer, so you have to be nice to me because I have the checkbook.
Oh, I see.
We're very nice to Jamie.
See, that's why Jamie walked in with a smile on her face
Right.
today. Yeah, so she's got the checkbook. I see.
We do. We have a president, a president-elect, and then the secretary treasurer.
Cha-ching, right on.
What
So,
does it take to be on the board?
You know what? A willingness to serve and bring your happy attitude and some really good thoughts and open mind and as I
Well
think
put.
Angie had said earlier, is that you really get back so much more than you ever put in.
No,
That's the truth.
absolutely.
So being on the board is one thing, so you have a responsibility, but what about just being a member?
Absolutely. I
No-
told you we got your application.
No, I'm kind of following on Lisa's lead here. What does it take to be a member?
To be a member.
562-688-9861 and ask for Tracy, and I will email you an application right now.
It's that easy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
let
easy.
me try that.
Yeah.
No, but is there a cost to become a member? I mean, is that I guess that was more my question.
There is. There are cost to become a member is $187
That's
for
correct.
the year.
Mhm.
And for that, you get access to, one thing we didn't mention was our referral network across the
Oh,
country.
absolutely, yes.
So that's also something that's very valuable. But it gives you the ability to come to our meetings as a member. You pay a member price, which is a hugely discounted price than versus a non-member. And we also have put into place that you have to be a member in order to attend all of our meetings. We welcome anybody to come for 2 meetings during the year, but after that, we really feel like we want to honor those that have stepped up and paid the dues, that experience that benefit by saying, okay, now you get the opportunity to join.
And when you really think about it, I mean, for $187 to get all the great speakers that you guys provide is very, very
yeah.
cheap. You're not going to get that anywhere. And not
Correct.
only that, you're getting the knowledge that you need for your, like what you guys were talking about for the city, and not only that, to get more educated doing your job as well too.
Yeah,
Correct.
and the soup is good.
And the soup is good. Yeah. Wait, hey, by the way, where do you guys hold Women's Council of Realtors at?
We are currently at the Grand Event Center in Long Beach off of Willow and Long Beach Boulevard, or Lakewood Boulevard. I apologize.
Okay.
Now, do you guys ever meet with other chapters as a board? 'Cause you said that's a Long Beach chapter, right? Do you guys ever meet up with other chapters, kind of commingle with them?
We do. Do you want to?
We do actually. Well, for the May meeting, we have the Long Beach Commercial Real Estate. Gosh, I've said it wrong, but
No,
am I
that's
good? Okay.
That's good.
And so we had a big discussion about what it was the other day. Anyway, so they will be co-hosting our May program, but we do have other local networks that we have done programming with. This year, I don't know if we've planned one, but there's a network in Huntington Beach, and there's a network in South Orange County, and there's a network in the South Bay. So they're all over the place. We just need to kind of make those phone calls and try to put a program together.
We did have a meeting in January where we had it was kind of a kickoff to 2015. Lots of really like our chief economist for California, Leslie Appleton Young, spoke. But PWR, Pacific West Association of Realtors, co-sponsored that. So we do like to, join together, because the more promotion we get, the more people that we can attract to give that information to, the better it is for us as real estate professionals.
Yeah, well, that was my next question, so we're going to have a moment of silence. Just kidding. Yeah. So now, in terms of now it being a national organization, is there like a main office, or do you guys ever get any direction from the powers that be? And Angie's shaking her head. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, when you're a part of a national organization, obviously you're under that umbrella. And so they have the strategic initiatives laid out as to where they would see the organization go as a whole. Now, every network is a part of a state chapter or network, if you will. And that state may have different incentives and initiatives lined up, but most of that comes from a national organization. Our national organization also puts together twice a year big national meetings where everyone from across the nation gets together and we attend, and we have education and training and big sessions that way. So we're networking across our nation, which is fantastic because I'm getting to meet other realtors in Florida and Texas and, you know, wherever else they're from. And that's a great opportunity for me as a realtor to build my referral network, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. And us here in California, we have that rarefied air, right?
Yes, we do.
So, in terms of now, you ladies, esteemed ladies, might I say, now being the heads of this organization, what would you say? Because I would say most of the listeners that we have are realtors. What would you say to those realtors? This is your opportunity to talk to many of them.
Well, I would say, as far as if you're looking for a professional organization that's smaller than California Association of Realtors and smaller than your local board, but yet relevant as far as what the information they bring and the education they bring, that Women's Council is the place to go. You know, I think every real estate company probably tries to get speakers, and I know we do. I know Angie's company does. But the thing about it is that when we bind together, we can present all kinds of great information.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you for joining us here on the show on the Real Estate Rant. We were happy to have you. And quite frankly, I'd love to have you back some other time. Coming up at 5 o'clock today, there are Three Guys Rant. We will meet you here again, Real Estate Rant, here, same time, same place,
Thanks
every
for tuning
Wednesday
in.
at 3:30.
Thanks for tuning in to Real Estate Rant Radio
Make sure to join us every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
on the Rant Radio Network, where we talk about solutions to your real estate problems.
The views and opinions expressed by the host or any guest on this show are encouraged to be followed up by a professional tax advisor or attorney, as we are not qualified or authorized to give advice in two areas: legal matters and tax matters.
Did you ever want to have your own radio show?
No.